Hey guys. Okay, so I see a lot of people putting self-help stuff up on social media, and here's my take on it. Because I've had to, go through stuff in my life too and make changes and whatnot. So I thought of myself at some point as a car. So my mind, body, and spirit was an automobile. So if I went to a mechanic and said, it ain't working right, I don't know why it's not running properly, and he just sat there in the background, sort of took one look at it and said, oh yeah, it's your alternator. I'd be like, well, how do you know that? Just, well, the reason I say that is because in order for a mechanic to properly understand what's wrong with the vehicle, he has to perform a diagnostic. That means he has to hook it up to a computer and check all the alignment and look at every single part, every single nut, every single bolt, every single O-ring, every U-joint, every single part of that vehicle in order to understand exactly what's going on with it. So that he has a foundation of understanding and he can pinpoint exactly which parts are defective and which parts need to be replaced or tuned up or fixed and which parts are running very, very well. The same applies to the body, to a person, to the mind, to the body, to the spirit. The only way that a person can understand what's wrong with themselves is to first actually perform that diagnostic, right? So that they have an intimate and sweeping understanding of not only the flaws, but the parts of the vehicle that are running smoothly. So it's a lot of work, you know. I mean, there's no pill that can really fix it. Like you have to you have to perform the self-diagnostic, which means you go through your entire life. You figure out who you resent, why you resent them, what their role was, what your role was, and what gifts and attributes you have and skills you have that you can apply to rectify the circumstances, um, and then take those and put them into action. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out like a vigilante and track the people down and like, hey, I'm sorry about all this. It's more about forgiving yourself so that you have an opportunity to use your positive qualities and your positive traits and build and capitalize on them in order to move forward in your life and become a better person. But you won't become the person that you want to be unless you first understand the nature of the problem. And that's been Fireplace Talk. Hope to see you tomorrow.